Hi everyone, welcome back again to my channel. If today is your first time coming to my channel, you're welcome. My name is Amara. I base in Japan. So today I want to share something very exciting with you guys. I made meat pie for the first time. And funny enough, I started with dough. Instead of starting with the filling, I decided to start with the dough. And that was the part that I was most curious about because I've always heard people say that if you don't get the dough right, the meat pie won't turn out well. So in there, I added a pinch of salt, and then added my baking powder, of course. And remember, I added a pinch of salt. After adding the baking powder, I went ahead to add my butter. This butter was for my family, but I didn't have to use it. At first, I was like, am I really doing this well? But just kept going, rubbing the butter into the flour with every energy that I needed that time to make it like a breadcrumbs. Honestly, my hands got very messy, but I felt good seeing it coming out together. Was showing you guys my hand because of course, I washed it properly. I added a little bit of milk because I want it to come out very well. After that, I added some cold milk. You guys can see what I was doing. I gently started mixing it until they form into a smooth dough. At this point, I was so proud of myself because it actually looked so real, pastry dough. Not as disaster as I thought. I had to wrap it up and I left it to rest inside the freezer to prepare my fillings. Of course, I make sure to follow all the instructions. I had to put it in a wrap it properly. I handed it over inside the fridge for it to cool because I don't want the dough to be messy or rough. You can see how neat and well arranged I arranged it. So here now I'm done doing it. I'm going to start off with my filling like I said. So for the filling, I diced some potatoes and carrots, chopped onions, and I this is me cutting it like I'm trying to make it to cut it into tiny pieces. I took out some time to peel out the back of the carrots because I want it to come out well. So here I'm done doing it. I wanted to do a magic like TikTok magic, but I don't get time for that one. But actually, after that, I went ahead to do the magic. You can see how nicely the carrot and the potato came out very nice. I proceed to start frying my beef. After cutting my carrot and potato, I went ahead to start frying my minced beef. The aroma that came out of the pan was so rich. This is me showing you guys the beef. I went to the store and I noticed that it was discounted. Oh my god, I said, okay, this is the perfect time. And I poured in my vegetable oil. I don't think I showed you guys there. Then I proceed to add in my minced beef. You guys, you need to see the aroma that came out. It gave me confidence that maybe this meat pie will turn out fine. Then again, I had to like allow it to turn out brown before I'll proceed to add the seasoning and all the things I'm going to use for this meat pie. Then after that, I added my onions. See, I'm a fan of chopped onions when it's well grated, but if you leave it big like this, I hardly eat it. So I added just a little bit of onions. I went ahead to add my seasoning cube because you can't eat meat pie without seasoning cube. It's not possible. I gave in a quick nice stir. I can't wait to start eating this, but this gave me memory of Nigerian meat pie. I was just so craving for meat pie. I said, let me just try it today. And you guys, just stay tuned and see the outcome, everything. So I allowed it to cook for 5 minutes and I came back. You can see oil was floating. Like oil was so much. I needed to drain out some oil. After draining out some oil, I proceed to add my chopped onions and carrots inside of the minced beef. First, I don't think I showed you guys when I added seasoning cube. I added seasoning cube and some pinch of curry powder. After some time, I allowed it to cook for 5 minutes. This is just me taking out my carrot that I poured away for because we don't have enough. Okay. I was just saying when I was staring and I was like, are you sure this is going to make sense with white rice? Omo, I think one day I'm going to prep it for my family because when I was just doing it, the kind of aroma that was coming out, like I said before, was so inviting. Here I added a little bit of water because I want to allow it to cook for like 5 minutes, like I said before I will add my what's it called now? Corn flour to thicken it.
All
Have you ever
right.
tried to bake meat pie before or cake or anything pastry? Because see, I always like to bake, but at the end of the day, sometimes it used to embarrass me. So I think I showed you guys when I added the seasoning cube. Yeah, I added a little bit of seasoning cube, just one, because I don't want to add so much. So here I opened it and I found out that it's already done. Yeah, I added yellow. That day I had yellow pepper inside my fridge. I said, why not? If not, let's just add it so that everything will be coming out together. I was so waiting for this meat pie to be done because I miss eating meat pie. I want to say just Nigerian meat pie, kind of the feeling now. So I allowed it to cook for some times, and when I came back, I decided to mix my corn flour because I want it to thicken. I want when I'm eating it to be coming out so nicely. Of course. After mixing the corn flour, I went ahead to add it into the filling, and now the carrot and the potato was already so soft. You have to allow it to be very soft, and you can see how yummy this. If you use it to eat white rice, oh my god. See, if you use it to eat white rice, my brother and my sister, you will love it. One day I'm going to just make it for my family, and I know they're going to love it. What was on my head when I was stirring this was, Amara, can you just get white rice and start eating? Hey God, I'm forgetting about the miss pie because you guys, the oil that was inside this filling, I was like, God, are you sure it's not going to spoil things for me? So at first I said, let me just get white rice. I said, no, the devil, go behind me. You have to proceed to what you want to hear. After that, I brought out my dough from the fridge. Now it's already like apple, very hard. I said, this is what I want. I started like touching it. The feeling was the dough was so good, so soft, and this is exactly what I wanted from this dough. I don't want it to be too hard or too. I proceed to start cutting because I want to get a perfect shape for this filling. I went ahead to start cutting it into tiny pieces and realized that when I was cutting it that it was so small. So I ended up like adding more for inside it so that it will get weight. I am Antabilaka. We are going to eat like rich people now. What's up? Then after that, I went ahead to flatten it. You can see the first one I did didn't come out well. I didn't show you guys the video. So this is the second one and it came out very perfect. I realized that I was adding so much filling inside this meat pie because I wanted it to be, if you eat one, you drink water, and it will be so filling in your tummy. That was the plan. So I ended up messing up with the first one. But this second one came out so well. I was just using my hand to press it properly because I don't want the filling to be coming out through the inside of the dough. Do you get it? I brought out my fork to give it this meat pie style. When I was just doing this, it was giving me, hey, Amara, you made it. I was so happy, to be honest. The thing was just giving me the shape. You guys, I finally bought the shape of like this dough filling from Shein. I have it right now. So the next time I'm going to make it, of course, I'm going to use the what I bought from Shein to make this. Yeah, guys. So I'm done. I think I made 5 pieces out of this. My sister was telling me that I could have made more than this, but I just wanted it to be, if you eat one, you drink water, you'll be so full. That was the plan. So I was just using egg to rub on the surface to make it more attractive because you first of all eat with your eyes before you eat, right? I want it to be so attractive before I pop it inside the oven. So then already preheated my oven to get the meat pie in there. Sorry. Yeah, I'm done baking. I baked for 40 minutes and this is my meat pie. You guys, it came out so well. The feeling, you need to see the feeling. Oh my god. This meat pie tasted so well, so good. Everything was 100 over 100 minus nothing. I was so proud of myself. I made it. Yeah, I'm going to be trying it next time, probably on my daughter's birthday. I don't know. Would you be trying this? Because this was so feeling, to be honest. Now I'm doing this voice record, I feel like I want to go and do another one. But I'm like, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. No, you're watching your weight, okay? So it came out super so beautiful, you guys. You can see. So if you watch up to this moment, you have thank you so much. Bye.